Apparently I am live. I was not intending to go live like right now. But since I'm here, let me figure it out. I have to get my tripod. Hold on. Cause I was trying to set it up, y'all, and I don't know. It decided to do what it wanted to do. Cause I don't even have lights on or anything like I was trying to. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about releasing judgment. And so this is not on my Align to Love series, but it is something that I know needed to be done. So I've been dealing with some things, different things on this journey, this healing journey that we are all on. Um, and so I was actually dealing with something. I felt some animosity toward one of my family members. And so in that, I was actually sitting with spirit and I was praying for myself, because I don't know if y'all pray for yourself, but I pray for myself every single day, many, many times a day. But at this time, I was praying for myself and I was doing my meditation, because I typically will, in the morning, I meditate and I pray before I start my day. So like before I even get out the bed, I pray and I meditate. And so this day, this was actually an evening. I was not getting out of bed. I was just actually laying in bed. I was about to go to sleep. And so before I go to sleep, I try to do like a body scan, and I try to do like a prayer over my body. I lay hands on my body and I ask it to um, be as God created it. And so this is something that I was doing. And so I was doing that, and then I started thinking about this particular situation, because I didn't want to feel the way that I was feeling. And I know for me, I judge a lot of things by how I feel, because I'm empathic, immensely empathic. Hello, how are you? And so I started thinking about this. And so this person, I don't see them often. I don't speak to them often, but this particular time I had an occasion where I got to speak with them. And so I was, trying to be decent and kind, as I always am. No, I don't like sushi. Trying to be decent and kind, as I always am. But it was hard because, I had some issues with this person. And so when I started, yeah, no, I don't know. Hey, Richard Taylor, how you doing? So when I realized that I was being judgmental, because it's something that I pride myself on, is not being judgmental. I'm not judgmental about anybody or anything. But this particular situation, y'all, it was like wigging me. And I was trying to figure out how to navigate it, how to move through it. And so Spirit started speaking to me about, releasing the judgment. And I was like, releasing the judgment? I don't have no judgment. I do not judge anybody. And anybody that knows me knows that that is not even me. I am so open. I'm just really not that type of person. But in this situation, I felt it. And so when I did that, I thought, okay, what is this about? What is this about? Is it a jealousy thing? Because, maybe am I jealous of this person or the situation? What is it? And so I started diving into it and digging into it, and I realized that it was judgment. It was judgment. And the way how it looks like is you put labels on somebody or something, like you say, they're stupid or they're bipolar, in a way that you're not diagnosing them. Like you're not a doctor where you can diagnose them. You're not a therapist, a counselor or anything like that. And so I was feeling that, and I was looking at that, and I was like, oh wow, maybe I am judging, because if I call somebody a stupid ass, that is judging. And that's how it looks like. It looks like you are judging them. It looks like you have put them in another space. And another thing that can be is if you are in a place where, you may be surrounded by people, different people that you don't know, but you start putting forth judgment, or you start speaking labels onto them, that you don't know about, then that's judgment. Or if you say, you know what, he is just a jackass, that's judgment. And so I started recognizing and realizing that. And I felt like at the time I needed to give grace, not only to this person that I needed to give grace to, but also to myself. Because many times we can forgive anybody and everybody else, but it's difficult for us to forgive ourselves. And so I sat with that for a minute and I began to really dive in and forgive, really forgive. Because a lot of times, it's a buzzword. Forgiveness is a buzzword. Everybody's talking about it now. You need to forgive. You need to forgive. You need to forgive yourself. You need to forgive other people. You need to forgive. You need to forgive. But what does that look like? That looks like not speaking things that are not true about other people. So not placing value judgments, because that really is what it is. It's a value judgment of something or some person. It could be a thing that you're judging, or it could be a person that you're judging, but it is a value judgment that you don't get to do. I can only give value of who I am or what something means to me, but I cannot give value to other people. I cannot devalue them, and I can't give them value either. They just either have it or they don't. But in judging them, you can't do it. It's like you are looking at them or not looking at them, really. It really is what it is. You're looking at them from a clouded lens, because you're judging, you're saying that they're this or they're that, and you don't even always know the whole picture. You don't know the whole story. It's like trying to crack a case and you don't know all the things involved. You're trying to crack this case, but you don't know everything that's involved. You haven't heard from all the witnesses. You haven't heard, what was going on prior to, what was going on after. There are so many variables, and it's the same way with us and judgment. And so I just wanted to just submit to you that, you could be judging people just by, putting labels on them. You could be judging things by putting labels on them. And a lot of times these things come from our past. They come from our history. They come from our culture. They come from our upbringing. They come from how we were raised in different types of cults, religions. They come from all of that. And so when you start looking at that and you realize that, even though you feel like you are not judgmental and you don't think you're judging, you really the fuck are. That's it. You really are. You really are judging. And so I'm super, super grateful just to be able to speak about this with you. And I know that there are people out there that are listening to me talk about this stuff that it's really hitting, because I know it's out here in the community, because this is why God told me to come on here and talk about it. Because I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about aligning to love. But this judgment plays a part even in that. Because if you don't know and you don't realize that you are judging, then what you'll do is you'll keep doing it. You'll keep doing it, and you'll perpetuate this thing and keep perpetuating it, when in actuality, if you would give yourself grace and give the other person grace and really do it, because I'm telling you, I have been at this space where I have given myself grace and given the other person grace, but I knew I didn't mean it. I did not mean it. And so when you go into this space and you come in this place, like right now for me, I am at this space where I am connecting with my God self. And I'm really, really, the old people used to say, chasing hard after God. And that's what I'm doing. I'm connecting with the God consciousness, because I don't know if you realize, but God is a consciousness. It's not just one person. It's not just a man. Ain't a man at all. But unless it's you, because God does live inside of each and every one of us, so definitely. So again, thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for joining me today. I would love it if you would like, share, and subscribe. And if you are on TikTok, until they do what they do, follow me at Intuitive Tammy, where I go live there with healings, readings, and prayers. So again, thank you for hanging out with me. And I hope that this message suited you well. Make sure that you check out the links in my description. I have Amazon links there. I am an affiliate, so of course I get a small commission, but I would love it if you would help me with that. And also I have my Stand Store, which is my website down there, and I have lots of free resources as well as some paid ones. I have some sessions that I am also doing, which is fucking amazing, y'all. I love it. So so anyway, I appreciate you for checking me out. And I don't know if y'all see that book back there, but that's my book. And this too, Walking Away, Winning the War Against Shame, AIDS, Abuse, and Abandonment. It's right here. The link is in the description as well. You can also check it out on Amazon, but the Amazon link is in the description. So that is my book that I wrote about my crazy life. A part of it anyway. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I have lots of things. Go in my community section and look at those amazing posts that I have over there. I have lots of stuff for you. I also have a podcast, Straight Out of Savannah, where I interview spiritual entrepreneurs. I've interviewed psychics and mediums channels, human design people, numerologists, astrologers, holistic practitioners. You pretty much name it, I've interviewed them. So those interviews are on this page as well as on Spotify and Google, Apple, Radio Now, Listen Breaker, anywhere that you can hear podcasts. You'll find it. iHeartRadio, and I found out that it was on Audibles, y'all, which Audibles is my favorite because I listen to books all the time. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and thank you for, helping a small creator, helping a budding creator out. So help me to monetize on this channel and watch some videos and share. Like them and share them so that the YouTube algorithm knows that is worthy content here. So again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you and I hope your day is magical. I will see you tomorrow because I've been going live on this channel most days. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, weekend, and I hope that magic is a part of your life. Bye now.